Greetings and welcome back. So we're going to do something a little different today. In this video we are going to look through and organize this guy. This is a 1982 Topps Complete Baseball set, or supposedly complete baseball set. You can see Cal is right on top. So the reason that I picked this up right now is because a few years ago I bought a 1980 and 1981 complete sets, paid $80 for the pair, kept the Rickey and the Hall of Famers and let the rest of them go. And then Beckett and PSA defined vintage as cards being 40 years old and changed how they grade, and that 1980 set is now $200, $250, and the Rickey Henderson went from $35 to $150 by itself. And coming up next year, 2022, in about 3 days actually, this set will be vintage. And I went ahead and picked it up now because I got it for $60, and I have a very sneaking suspicion that it won't be too awful long and people watching this video won't believe that I bought this for only $60. So the way that I do my archive is that I don't leave sets in the boxes. Everything gets booked. So we have 90 pages, which should hold 810 cards. This should be a 792 card set. So we have pages, we have a binder. So the first thing that we need to do is to pull these out, make sure the set is actually complete, and make sure that they are in order. Now for all of this, I'm going to do just a time lapse because this is not going to be a short process. And then once we have everything in the binder, then we'll flip through the binder and talk about the set itself a little bit and talk about what all is in here. So let's get the time lapse beginning. Okay, so that took a lot longer than what that video is going to make it look like, I can promise you that. Something really interesting though, my theory is that this set's going to exponentially increase in value very soon. And see if I can get out of the glare a little bit there. And having looked through it and put it into the binder, I think this is going to be a $250 set within a few years. There are a lot more major names in this than what I realized. And I'm not going to go through every single card, but we're going to go through and just kind of take a look at what we have here. Even just on the front page, Carlton, Raines, Rose, Ryan, Valenzuela. That's just in the highlights. That's some big names. And I think this is Fernando Valenzuela's second year. Ron Guidry. We have the Cal Ripken rookie. Let's see. We have Tom Seaver, and most of the big stars have an in action and a base version that are right next to each other. So we've got 2 Tom Seavers. We have Dave Parker. Nobody of note on the page. Mike Tyson. Not Mike. Let's see. We have a Nolan Ryan pitching leader card. We have a Tim Raines base card. Tommy John. This might actually have been before the surgery that was named after him. Jim Palmer is in this. We have Nolan Ryan the base card. All Nolan stuff is really starting to go through the roof. We got Ozzy. We got Schmitty, 2 cards. Kirk Gibson. Carlton Fisk. Let's see. Terry Francona rookie. Atlanta, Cordell Washington. Let's see. Tony Pena. Mookie Wilson. Ted Simmons. Let's see, we've got Ricky. Luis Tiant. Home run leaders with Mike Schmidt, Eddie Murphy, White Evans. RBI leaders Schmidt and Murray, Raines and Henderson, Valenzuela, Nolan Ryan, Bruce Sutter, Raleigh Fingers, Seaver, Morris, Denny Martinez, Joey Davis rookie, Steve Garvey ×2. Keith Hernandez and Bob Forsch, Phil Niekro, Paul Molitor, got George Brett ×2, Jesse Barfield rookie, not a huge name, but that's still somebody that I recognize. Keith Hernandez up there, Bruce Bochy, he should be in the Hall of Fame. As a manager, Dave Roberts. Let's see who else we got in here. Bucky Bleeping Dent ×2. Freddie Lynn ×2. Tony Perez ×2. Bruce Sutter. I don't remember seeing a Johnny Bench. I thought he should be in this. There's a Rod Carew leader card. Let's see, Gary Templeton down here. Sparky Lyle, Ken Singleton, Dave Palmer, Don Sutton ×2. Reggie Jackson ×2. There's some big names that we're still playing. Mike Hargrove, Dusty Baker, Buck Martinez. I don't know why Chris Chambliss got an in-action card. I don't remember him really being that big of a name, but somebody thought he was. Let's see, Frank Pepino rookie. And you get into All-Stars. Pete Rose, Davey Lopes, Schmidt, Concepcion, Andre Dawson, George Foster, Dave Parker, Gary Carter, Valenzuela, Tom Seaver, Bruce Sutter. Like there's a this is a stacked set. The older sets have been consistently going up every year, and the 70s have really increased. Now it's been 40 years. It's got to be coming. Like 80s sets, this is the time to invest in them. Pre-junk era, a lot of major Hall of Famers from the 60s at the end of their career. Eddie Murray. He was, I think, rookied in 78, so it'd be his 4th year, I think. There's Johnny Bench. ×2. Ron Say, it sounds familiar. There's Don Baylor up there. Vida Blue. I can actually see them better when they're up like that. Okay. We've got an Eddie Murray leader card up there. There's Robin Yount. Dave Righetti, I know him as the Yankees pitching coach, but this is when he was actually a pitcher for the Yankees. Let's see, Darrell Porter ×2. Jack Morris down here. There's Lee Smith, finally got in deservedly. There's Bill Buckner. Let's see, Lee Mazzilli, another pitching coach for a while. Alan Trammell, Steve Yeager, Steve Carlton ×2, Dennis Eckersley, Hubie Brooks, Rod Carew ×2, Steve Bedrosian rookie, along with Brett Butler. And depending on when you grew up, some of these may be just like no names and compared to Aaron, Mantle, Mays, and those guys, but these guys were still some pretty big names. Like, these are still some pretty stacked names for their era. Got Fernando, Greg Nettles ×2, Larry Boa ×2. These are still visible, kind of off on the base a little bit. Recenter a little bit there. Let's see, Lance Parrish, Lou Piniella, Andre Dawson, got the Hawk in here. Let's see, Reggie Smith ×2, and now we're in AL All-Stars. Rod Carew, George Brett, Bucky Dent, Reggie Jackson, Dave Winfield, Carlton Fisk, Jack Morris, Goose Gossage, John Tudor base. This is stacked. It's impressive how much is in this and where this could end up increasing in another 5 to 10 years. Like, these could be really some major stuff. Got Bobby Bonds, Raleigh Fingers, and in action for Raleigh. Al Oliver ×2. Dave Winfield. Got Rick Sutcliffe. Know him now as an announcer. Here's Ricky. Got Ricky Henderson himself down there. Bob Boone. We got Senior Griffey. At this time just known as Ken Griffey. ×2. Fergie Jenkins. Enos Cabell. Pete Rose and Steve Carlton on a leader's card. That is a cool card. Mike Scioscia is a player. This one surprised me. We've even got Carl Yastrzemski in here. This would have been at the tail end of his career. I'd have to look up if he was in 83. Let me see. Let's see if Yaz was in 1983. He rookied in 60, so I'm kind of surprised that he was in 82. Yes, he is in 1983 as well, card 550. So we'll see him again when we go through the 1983 set that I have. So like, this is just insane that Carl Yastrzemski was still in the league. Dave Concepcion ×2. We got Dale Murphy up here. Got a Harold Baines down here. Gary Matthews Sr. Steve Sachs rookie. That's worth noting. We've got Blyleven. Dave Kingman. This is how much is actually in here. Let's see, George Foster ×2. Mickey Rivers got dual cards. There's Dave Henderson rookie. Nobody of note up on the Brewers leaders. Danny Martinez. Jerry Kuzman, who's most famous for his rookie sharing a rookie card with Nolan Ryan. We've got Pops. Pops was in this still. Willie Stargell's got 2 cards in here. Amos Otis got 2 cards. We've got Gary Carter. Nobody of note on that rookie. Dick Drago, he's in my 1971 set that I'm building. He was still around in 82. We got Joe Morgan ×2. Giants Joe Morgan. Here's a cool card. Cincinnati Reds leaders with Ken Griffey and Tom Seaver sharing a leaders card. That's really cool. Bill Buckner base card. Kent Herbeck rookie. Let's see, Goose Gossage ×2. There's Charlie Hustle. Pete Rose got 2 cards in here. He was so late in the set I almost forgot he was even in here. Frank Tanana is the last card, and nobody of note on that. So, yeah, this is wild. This is an incredible set. And I always remember it being famous for the Cal Ripken rookie, but this is loaded. This is incredible. What all is it here? But it is clean. No, I'm not worried about using gloves, nor am I worried about sticking them in here without being super careful, because this is the cheapest set on eBay. A lot of the cards are off center. There's no creases, there's no marks, but I'm never going to get it graded. This will be in private collection, which is where a lot of these are hidden. That's what I'm running into with stuff from the 70s. Is a lot of it's in private collections. It's kind of going the way of the old toy trains where you only see stuff come for sale out of the States, and that's where these are kind of starting to go. So try to get what I can while it's reasonable and spend my money wisely on stuff that's likely to increase soon, and I think this is definitely a set that's going to increase soon. So thank you for watching. Till next time. We've still got 83 and 87 to do.